Hello my dear students, myself Sri Hari sir. Today we are going to get information about the first lesson of history. Its name is Sources of History. So my dear students, you all know that history is the science in which we can get the information about the past incidents. And to get the information about the past, we need some sources. So it is necessary to get the information about the sources of history. Last year you have studied the sources of ancient and medieval Indian history. And this year you are going to study the sources of modern Indian history. Normally, the period after 1857 revolt is considered as the modern Indian history. And you all know that in this period, technical reformations took place in large quantity. And these reformations help us to get the information about this modern Indian historiography, and with the help of this kind of technology, some things already automatically become the sources for us to study the history. Just like we can use that kind of audios which were used by that time of freedom fighters. Some videos also available to us, and there are some audio visual aids which can help us to get that information. My dear student, to study the modern Indian historiography, there are three types of sources. First is material sources, second are written sources, and third oral sources. So these are the main sources of history, and now we are going to get information about these three sources in detail. First is material sources. So my dear student, what is meant by material sources? You can easily say that monuments, places, coins, sculptures, these are different types of materials, and these are helpful for us to get the information about the past. For example, I said that monument. The monument, you can give the example of monument, just like Taj Mahal. And after visiting the place Taj Mahal, you can get the different types of information about that period, about the king, about the political system of that time. So these are the sources plays an important role to collect the information to write the history. My dear student, another example of material sources, that is the buildings and places. You can see the picture here of Aga Khan Palace, Pune. You can see about the information, museum and the history. For the study of history, various objects, paintings, photographs and such as the other things are preserved in the museum at the Aga Khan Palace in Pune. We can see different objects, documents giving information about this life of great souls just like Mahatma Gandhi. So museum is also the example of source, isn't that? During your school trip, you visit to different places. If you visited to the any museum, then you can watch different things in that museum which are already collected by the people, and that precious things gives information about the ancient period, about the freedom fighters, about the great souls, just like Mahatma Gandhi. Another one example is statues and memorials. My dear students, anybody saw Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj? The answer is no, obviously not. But you are watching the statues of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj at every square of your village, city or town. Isn't that? These statues gives us information about the spirit, about that contribution of that great souls for the society. So statues are also the sources for us, isn't that? In every villages you can see that statues of Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, Lokmanya Tilak, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. There are different types of memorials which you can see anytime. After watching these memorials, we can get information about the great souls. So these monuments and statues become sources for us. Okay, my dear students. My dear students, you can watch different smaraks in your villages or cities also. That smaraks people build for what purpose? To remember the contribution of the great souls. For example, a person from your village who became the soldier and went in Indian army and fight in the war against our enemy, and if he died there, then people built his Hutatma Smarak in their village. For what purpose? To remind his contribution, to get the spirit to the youngsters and to follow his message, my dear student. So this type of buildings, monuments, statues are the sources for us, and these all are referred as the material sources. Now the second one is written sources. Here you can see a figure, written sources. My dear students, in that figure you can get information about the written sources. The first one is newspaper. Every day you can see the newspaper in your school or at your home. So the newspaper are also source for us. Newspaper provide us information about the contemporary events. Along with it, detailed analysis of the particular event, views or eminent people, editorials are also published in the newspapers. My dear students, we can get information about the political, social, economical and cultural happenings of that period. In the pre-independence period, newspaper like Jnanoday, Jnan Prakash, Amrit Bazar Patrika, Dinbandhu, Kesari acted as an important and awakening the minds of people. Just like you know that Lokmanya Tilak wrote some newspaper, Kesari and Maratha. He wrote in Kesari about despotic rule of Britishers. And after reading these messages, people were awaking and they were getting the spirit to fight against the despotic rule of the Britishers. My dear student, that's why these newspapers are considered the most important thing to awaking the spirit of nationalism. Not only this, but also other editorials also published in that newspapers, just like Lok Hitwadi. He wrote that kind of messages which were helpful to create the social reformations in the society. So my dear students, first thing, newspaper played an important role to give the information to different people. So newspaper becomes the source of history. Another, biographies. Have you read any kind of biography or autobiography? Just like you can see that Truth Experiment with My Life. This is the autobiography of whom? Obviously, correct answer. Yes, that is written by Mahatma Gandhi. So after reading his autobiography, we can get the information about his period, how he fought against the despotic rule of Britishers. So this is the another example of written source. Third one is books written by different people. You can see here books. My dear student, just like Mahatma Gandhi, there were different people who wrote different books. Just like Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, he wrote Mook Nayak. Then he wrote Buddha and his Dhamma. Like several books were written by him. So books are also sources for us to get the information about that period. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar fought against the despotic rule of Britishers, and again he worked to develop the condition of Dalit people. So my dear student, another example about autobiography I already explained you. Then the factory records, then the periodicals, and foreign accounts. These are also another examples of the written sources. So this is the second type of sources we discuss here. Now we will discuss about the oral sources. My dear students, we discuss about the material sources, and again we discuss about the written sources. Now the third one is oral sources. Means the messages or the incidents or the information spread orally, people to people, one generation to another generation. Just like here are some examples. First one is folk songs. You can see that folk songs means what? Traditional songs, isn't that?
शिवाजी महाराजांची कीर्ती तुम्ही
My dear students, Povada is the source of getting information about the historical event or the work of a person. The video I show you that was related with Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. And in this Povada, the information about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was explained. Another is inspirational songs. Just like during the period of freedom fight, people were highly inspired by the song and which was famous all over the nation. And that was Vande Mataram, written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. So this is another example of oral sources. Different interviews, you can see that different interviews of different peoples are also the sources for us. And again, you can see that folk tales, just like in your childhood, your grandmother, grandfather told you different tales about the great souls. So that information also transferred from one generation to another generation with the help of folk tales, isn't it? Again, you can see that rhythmic prose and jalsas, art groups. So my dear students, these are the examples of oral sources. So at last, I would like to conclude this, isn't that? These type of sources are helpful to us to get the information about the history. Again, there are different types of films. जैसे कि Dada Saheb Phalke in the year of 1930s, he developed that technique, and due to his contribution today we can see different movies on the historical incident. Just like you can see that Padmavat and Samrat Akbar, Samrat Ashoka, Salt Satyagraha, Dandi Yatra, Quit India movement. These incidents are available to us through the different movies. My dear students, so these are the different types of sources. I hope you all understood that. So there are three major sources. Number one, material source. Number two, written sources. Number three, oral sources. So these are the major sources. I explained as per my level. I hope you all understood this. If you have any kind of a problem, then you can ask me, you can comment me, and you can call me anytime. I will definitely help you to make you understand about this incident. Okay, thank you.